Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I am from group 6. There are I am Pratiwi and my friend Anggit Cakra. So for the first, I want to start my presentation about test of grammar and usage. Okay, for the first, testing grammar. Why test grammar? To control of grammatical structures was seen as the very core of language ability, and it would be unthinkable not to test it. The second, there has been a shift toward the view that sign it is language skill that are usually of interest, and then it is that which should be tested directly, not be abilities that seem to underlie it. Okay, the third, whether or not grammar has an important place in an institution's teaching, it has to be accepted that grammatical ability, or rather the lack of it, sets limits to what can be achieved in the way of skills performance. Okay, the fourth, it will be very useful to have diagnostic tests of grammar which could tell us for individual learners and group what gaps exist in their grammatical repertoire. It will be important for the test to be linked in some way or other to learning materials. The last, there is a reason to believe that we may be on the point of having computer-based tests of grammar that will be able to provide such information. Oke, mengapa testing grammar itu diperlukan? Karena untuk menguji seberapa jauh kemampuan bahasa kita, kemudian di dalam suatu institusi, testing grammar itu diperlukan seperti TOEFL. Jadi kita untuk masuk ke dalam institusi biasanya harus menyertakan TOEFL seperti itu, dan masih banyak lagi. Okay, now we are moved to writing specification. For achievement tests where teaching objective or the syllabus lists the grammatical structure to be taught, specification of content should be quite straightforward. Specification for a placement test will normally include all of the structures identified in this way, as well as perhaps those structures of commands of which is taken for granted in even the lowest classes. Oke, untuk spesifikasi penulisan untuk tes pencapaian di mana tujuan pengajaran atau silabus mencantumkan struktur tata bahasa yang akan diajarkan, spesifikasi konten harus cukup jelas. Spesifikasi untuk tes penempatan biasanya mencakup semua struktur yang diidentifikasi dengan cara ini, serta mungkin struktur komando yang diterima begitu saja bahkan di kelas terendah. Untuk tes kecakapan dan diagnosis publikasi yang dirujuk di bagian bacaan lebih lanjut, yang didasarkan pada pendekatan fungsional nonsional sangat berguna seperti tata bahasa seperti penggunaan bahasa Inggris.
Next, be sampling. This will reflect an attempt to give the test content validity by selecting widely from the structure specified. It should also take account of what are regarded for one reason or another as the most important structures. It should not deliberately concentrate on the structures that happen to be easy to test. Next is C, writing items. Whatever technique are chosen for testing grammar, it is important for the text item to be written in grammatically correct and natural language. There are four techniques in testing using grammar. Yes. Number one, gap filling. Item should have just one correct response, and each item with two possible correct response may be acceptable if the meaning is the same, whichever is used, but an item is probably rejected if the difference possible give different meanings or involve with different structure, one of which is the one that is to be tested. And number two, purpose. Purpose items requires the students to write a sentences equivalent in meaning to one that is given. It is helpful to give part of the purpose in order to restrict the students to grammatical structure being tested. Is number three, completion. This technique can be used to test a variety of structures. Note how the context is based like the following allows the tester to elicit specific structures, in this case integrative forms. And the last, number four, multiple choice. There are times, however, when filling gap will not test what we want it to test. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.